Hello, welcome to this lesson about submitting names for proxy temple ordinances. In this lesson you will learn the answers to the following questions. What names may I submit for temple work? When do I need to obtain permission from the closest living relative? What names do I not submit for temple work? Here's a short video excerpt in which Elder David A. Bednar gives some counsel concerning for whom to perform sacred temple ordinances.
I would invite you to read carefully in the sections in the Doctrine and Covenants that focus on this sacred responsibility, and the language that says that you are to perform these ordinances not for the dead, but for your dead.
Click the next arrow to continue. So what names may you submit for temple work? When submitting names, you are to be keenly focused on your own dead. Also, please be considerate of the feelings of other family members when determining what names to submit. Who does your dead include? It includes your immediate family members and direct line ancestors, your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on. It also includes the families of your direct line ancestors, as well as the descendants of your direct line ancestors and their families. Go to the next page to learn about additional opportunities. Church members may also provide temple ordinances for the following individuals who have been deceased for at least 1 year. When do you need permission from the closest living relative to submit a name for temple work? If you are a spouse, adult child, parent, or sibling of a deceased person in need of ordinances, you are one of the closest living relatives and do not need to obtain permission to submit the name. Next, you will learn what to do if you are not one of the closest living relatives. There are some situations when you need to obtain permission to submit a name. Enter the current year to see an example of when permission is required. If you are not one of the closest living relatives, and the individual was born in the last 110 years, you must obtain permission to submit the name. If the individual was born more than 110 years ago, permission is not required. Here are some different scenarios to help you understand when you need to obtain permission. What name should you not submit for temple work? Please respect the wishes of the closest living relative when permission is required but denied. Also, the First Presidency has reiterated the policies first stated in 1995 that church members must not submit any names from unauthorized groups, such as celebrities and Jewish Holocaust victims. Members that violate this policy may forfeit their family search privileges and be subject to other corrective action. Brothers and sisters, I know that as we seek out and identify our own ancestors, that we will be blessed and strengthened. I invite you to help those you serve to understand the Church's policies concerning this sacred work. and to help them experience the joy of serving their deceased ancestors.